So our next talk, I've worked with this person for 2.5 years now. She's an absolutely amazing role model, amazing person to have on your team. She's a tech consultant and she's a city leader, a Women Who Code. She's involved in women in tech, women in leadership, and she's all about inclusivity and diversity. And you are going to have a really great talk, guys. So give a big, massive hand for Desy.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Desy, and I'm here to talk about how to give a compelling technical talk that will be interesting and engaging to the audience. A little bit of an introduction. I work as a tech consultant at Deloitte, which means even though I do a lot of development, I also have to present my work to the client and explain what it means for the business. I'm also a city leader at Women Who Code, and I recently started a friendly public speaking meetup group called the SPUDS. I started my public speaking experience last year, and if you asked me 3 years ago, I didn't like being in the center of attention. I didn't like speaking in public until somebody forced me to try it, and then there's a massive surge of adrenaline and satisfaction when you finish giving a talk, and I got addicted to it. It's better than getting addicted to drugs or smoking, so why not? And if it wasn't for that person, I wouldn't be going to workshops or practicing. And over the past year, I've spoken at 4 different conferences all over the UK and Ireland. This is my 5th one, and next month I'm speaking in Amsterdam, which is very exciting. But what's the coolest thing is that any of you can do it too. But you may ask me, why should I do it? Which is a good question, and I thought Google should know the answer. So last night, I Googled, why should women speak at conferences? I looked at the first page of results, didn't find anything. Second page, third page, didn't find anything. There were so many articles recognizing the problem, saying, oh, women are not speaking at their conferences, and this is why they're not doing it. But there is no article encouraging women to do it. So that's why I really want to share this with you, and I really want to try and persuade you to do it. So if you think, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm not enough of an expert, no. You think this is your knowledge, and this is everybody else's knowledge. No, that's not true. This is your knowledge, and this is everybody else's knowledge. So there is a lot of things that you know that everybody else don't know about. So that's something that you can speak about. Or you think, oh, I'm just another person. Somebody else can just do it. I'll just sit back. Everybody has a unique journey and experience. And that's why it's valuable to share. Last but not least, representation matters. Why should we see women speaking at tech conferences? Because if we don't, what will become of the women of the future? If they don't have any role models to look up to, how are they going to start, and who's going to be there to help them? So really, thank you to all 15 women who are speaking at this conference today. Really well done to you all, and thanks for inspiring everyone. And if you still think there are so many other reasons why you wouldn't do it, please talk to me or talk to any of the speakers today. I'm sure they will inspire you and really encourage you to do it. So why is it important to give a compelling technical talk? Because conferences can be a lot of investment in your time, energy, and sometimes money. And there are so many people out there who are extremely knowledgeable and very, very smart, but not necessarily a good presenter. And what do I mean by that? These are some common mistakes that people make. So not having a clear structure or context, or being too high level that people don't really learn anything, or too low level that people just get lost. And can I avoid them? Yes, you are in the right place, because I'm going to show you how to find the right balance, deliver technical content in such a way that's easy for people to understand and be compelling. So why should you give a talk? Firstly, if there is something you're passionate about, or secondly, there is something that you absolutely hate that you want people to stop doing, talk about it, and then you can go, I told you so. You didn't listen to me. Or thirdly, if there is something you want to learn more about, because giving a talk will force you to research more into the topic. So how do I design my talk? The key is your audience. Who are they? Are they developers? In what area? What level? Highly experienced, intermediate, beginners? Or is it a mix of different kind of audience like it is today? And what are they interested in? And when you figure that out, what's the story that you want to tell? Do you want to inform them of something? Do you want to sell them an idea, or do you want to convince them to do something? And why does this matter to your audience? Does it have anything to do with their day job? Is it going to help them in their daily tasks? Or is it just useful knowledge for them to know? A challenge that speakers often find is the time limit. Half an hour or an hour may seem like a lot of time, but it will fly by when you're speaking. And I would always highly recommend leaving time for Q&A. How do you find the balance? If you think you have too little content, add some audience interaction, get them asking questions, or present a case study or a live demo. Or if you think you have too much content, decide in advance what parts can you skip, and then you can tell the audience to talk to you afterwards if they want to find out more. How can I not lose the audience? Make sure you outline your key outcomes, define your key terminologies so that everyone is on the same page, and don't assume that people know some stuff that you think is common sense. Make sure you have a clear and logical structure. How can I not bore the audience? Ask them questions, yes or no questions, or do a poll maybe, or don't put too much text on your slides, and insert pictures here and there. Should I do a live demo? Ask yourself, what value does this add to your talk? Are you proving a point, or is this gonna help them understand the topic better? And what do you want to showcase? Do you want to show them an example, or do you want to show them what something looks like, or how to use something, or how do you do something? And if you decide, yes, I want to do it, it will be useful for my talk, how do I present a live demo? Make sure the scenario is interesting and easy for people to understand, because sometimes when you're working in an area, people don't necessarily understand anything about your area, so it's good to give them context. And make sure your IDE is easy to read, the font is big enough, and don't go too fast. You only have 7 seconds to make a first impression. So when you walk onto the stage, what's your body language like? Do you look confident? Do you look like you know what you're doing? Even if you don't, fake it till you make it. And lastly, make a conscious effort to smile, especially if you have a resting bitch face like me. And when you're on stage, pauses can be very powerful. Look at the audience, because you're not talking to your laptop, you're not talking to the roof, you're not talking to the walls, so look at your audience. And speak slowly and steadily. Last impression is what people remember. So at the very end, summarize your key takeaways, make sure that people remember the points that you are trying to make, and be available for questions afterwards or on social media. And remember to smile and thank your audience. And having said that, my key takeaways is that each and every one of you should give a technical talk. Shape it around your audience, tell a story that will be interesting and engaging to them, and make sure to make a great first and last impressions. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate that's a lot of content, so my slides are available online. And if you are looking for a space to practice public speaking, check out the spots on Meetup. I'll be available to talk during the break or at the after party, or you can connect with me on social media. Thank you very much.